Hello, thank you for tuning in to Abokinity. Welcome to my channel. So in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make this beautiful mesh pattern. See how it looks. We are making a top, which is just straight, like these are two panels I'm working on. In case you want to do it, we are using the chunky knitted machine, and my yarn is Winter King, which is a 4-ply. So it has this good feel. So if you want to do it, you can, because I did a hand ribbing, like the 2x1 ribbing, but I used the hand for this lower part. Then I started on the mesh pattern, which I'm going to show you how I did. Just use two colors, a brown and white. So yeah, I'm just going to show you how I did it. My needles are 60 on the needle point. Yeah, they are 60, and I'm working in tension 7. So to begin with, at the beginning I just knitted one row. So when you knit your first rows, let's assume that this is the beginning point. I've knitted the row, yeah, and I already have a hole here, so I'm going to work the hole here. What I'll do is I'll empty these needles. I'll empty 2 needles, yeah, by transferring a stitch on either sides. Then I skip 1 needle, I go to the next, I transfer that stitch to that needle, and then also the following needle I transfer it out. So at the end of the day I'll be having 2x2 needles, 2x2 needles. So that is the whole pattern. You transfer out so that you have 2 empty needles and 2 needles with 2 stitches on. Yeah, so you just skip the needle, then you pick up the other following one. So you create a 2x2 needle pattern, ribbing pattern, pattern 2x2 needles, 2 in the resting position and 2 in the working position that have work on. Be mindful of not going into 1x2, because you just need some careful attention. If you're making the top, it will take you some time because it is hand manipulated lace pattern, or so, but it really feels good, it looks good. So you can try it out and let me know how it will be for you. You may have to first make a swatch sample so that you see how it will be. Then you can go on ahead and make whatever you wish to make it with. You can make a top, a blouse, whatever you wish to make it with. So now after that, you leave the other needles into the resting position, leave them at the back. Then you knit 2 rows, 1 and so after your 2 needles, now we have 2 lines of stitches because of these 2 bands. So you see these 2 lines here, yeah. So you first pick the first one and you feed it in the immediate needle. Then the second one, it will cross over, but you feed it into the other needle. So you pick up the first upper stitch, you feed it on one needle, and then the second lower stitch, you feed it onto the other one. Yeah, so you just, so that as you're feeding, you realize there is a hole being created down below. See? Let me know where you're watching from. If it's your first time, you may consider camping here by hitting the subscribe button there, right there, and then you hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And just in case you see ads running through your video, please don't skip. Yeah, it is a way of supporting our channel. When you watch those ads, you may just go for a break as the ad runs, and then you come back and return to the video. So please consider that as well to support this content. Thank you. So now after that, make sure that all your needles have work on, and then you knit one row. And look at that, we have our holes. Now the next part is, since this is the hole we created, we are now going to work on the adjacent needles, like these other needles but on the upper part. So to make sure that I know which one to go to pick, instead of coming here, I will first work on this one and I feed it here. Then I create the two empty needles. Yeah. Then I come back here, meaning at the beginning I only have one needle at the edge. So because I have 30, so you continue with the same way. You don't pick after the pattern right below the hole, you pick at the pattern adjacent to the hole but on the upper side. So on the needles just adjacent to the hole, so that it creates let me show you the finished one. So you see the way the lines are moving, it's moving in diagonal. Yeah, this pattern somehow it looks like zigzag and then looks like diagonal, so it creates that beautiful pattern. So you have to repeat that whole process of creating that 2 by 2. After creating the 2 by 2, you need 2 rows, and then you pick up those 2 stitches, you feed them into the empty needles that you had created, and then you knit 1 row, and then you resume like picking up the stitches which are right adjacent to the hole, so, or next to the hole on the upper side, so that you continue with your pattern. And as you do it, realize it gets to be easier, not tedious. And yeah, if you are really a good movie watcher or you love listening to music, so you might want to listen in or watch as you are watching, as you are doing this, because it's monotonous but it pays off at the end of the day. Now after this, when your needles are the back and these ones are the front, the 2 by 2 pattern, you knit 1 row. Yeah, sorry, you knit 2 rows. You knit 2 rows and then you pick up the stitches to create the hole, just like that, and you have your pattern good to go. Let me know what you'll be making with this pattern. At the end of this will be a top, just an easy top of 2 panels, and then our neck will be a boat neck, just joining the shoulders, a few stitches on the shoulders and shaping off the armhole. And that's it, we have our top ready. So I'll show you when the top is done. I'm not going to show you the whole process because it's really quite, I might end up finishing it tomorrow. So let's meet then. When I'm done with the top, I'll show you how it will be looking like. In case you make it, you can tag me on Instagram. If you don't have a chunky knitting machine, you can try it on the smaller one. I bet it also come out the same way. Okay, so I'll be seeing you in my next tutorial. Bye bye. So I made a top. Look at the mesh pattern, look at how it really is beautiful, giving that whole vibe. But this is hand manipulated, remember, so you can consider making this as a sweater. You just add on the sleeves. Yes, so choose whatever you want to do with this pattern. It is really good, it has a beautiful texture. As for the top, I just did only 2 panels and that is it. The neck is just self-made, just like a boat neck. Just add sewed the edges, just a few edges to shape the shoulder, and the neck just came off itself. So if you consider making this a top, it's as easy as that. The ribbing is just 2 by 1 hand manipulated. and that is it. So let me know what you think about this lace hand manipulation pattern, and also the top. I'll be seeing you in my next tutorial. Please subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think about this tutorial. There are other videos in case it's your first time to this, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.